Good morning. It is Monday in the 30s. It feels like 50s already, though, to me.
Yeah, it's comfy.
Yeah.
It's only 30s.
Yeah.
July?
Well, it probably was about an hour or two ago. You need the trunk?
I remember this.
Trunk. Can figure this out. This is a goofy remote that I always have to search for where the buttons are. So we're about to pick up my mom and my grandmother and head out for some fun. If factories had organs, that would be one of them. What is there's a yellow stripe. I'm looking. Oh, I see. Yeah, it's got
on the highway though, that would, but there's not one on the left.
Really? Yeah, there is.
Is it there?
Yeah, I think so. It is. I don't know what's up with it.
It's just how you, I guess it's a reflector.
I had never even noticed it, but I think you're right. I think it is lit.
It's either lit or a reflector.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that would really look strange when you're beating it down on the
Right? Right? So we are here at Fred's.
I smell hash browns. Do you smell hash browns?
I smell something. Smells good.
Hash browns.
Smells good. All right, trunk. I'm looking for the key. Have to press it for multiple seconds. I'm gonna swing over here and get this amazing lighting on Jamie.
Oh, man, thank you.
You're welcome. Little Gabby.
I'm going to get one of those too.
Yeah.
But, my diabetic medicine.
Ah,
Here, I think he wants to get out.
no. Sorry,
I assume he wants to get out.
he's on his phone. Here we go.
Y'all go.
Good, we got some animated characters today. I'm gonna get the door for you and videotape at the same time.
Y'all go.
Do the smooth roll.
My legs are closed. I've got some.
Get a Fred's Market tumbler. Oh, right.
Got one magnet.
Yeah. This work? Perfect. So that's our wash-up station over there, but he has to wash their hands here first and then put gloves on to serve yourself at the buffet.
It's not here yet.
For my dish, I got fried chicken,
No, there's another.
biscuits and gravy,
It's called stealth.
hash brown casserole, fried pickles,
Sounds like Fred. It's kind of a word like that.
fried green tomatoes.
Yes.
Yeah.
There's my,
Doing a documentary.
grits and peach cobbler. And Jamie's got the apple.
Fried apples.
There we go. So, what's the name of this journal?
The Henry Raymond Diary.
And I would access it where?
You'd have to Google it.
Google it. Okay.
Yeah, but he has a
Gotcha.
copy. If I had time,
Which university
to dig it
has
out. Well, University of Kansas, and he has a copy in the Smithsonian.
Nice. I'm gonna look that up then. Getting out in Plant City to go look around.
By the time you leave tomorrow, it'll be a different.
Right? 70 something. It's the Plant City Historic District. Hold on. There we go. I feel like I'm doing the Beatles album here. Car coming, car coming, car coming, car coming. Yeah,
Look at that.
Isn't that sweet?
it's precious.
Oh, precious. Yes.
No, I love that. I love that pillow.
Michael wouldn't let you have it. It's got Valentine's. Yeah, with the
Little antique store.
Now, if Anna could do something like that. Yeah, if Anna can do it.
Like the little M&M guy.
In her own art style. Cute puzzle.
Dwight Gooden jersey from back in the day. He was from Tampa. Pitcher.
No, you've not met my daughter, but Andy was always very
This was the College Street
expressive.
Junction, antiques and collectibles.
My grandmother, she was well, she loves writing letters, so she doesn't have
And there I got a really cool book. I got this one. It's called Reuben. His book, 1904. Pick up my little tag down here. So it's 118 years old. And it gives his description of life and kind of a journal travelogue to Europe. And then got an apple corer for my mom because she hasn't had one of those yet. We are at Southern Hospitality in Plant City. It's a cool place with all types of decor. Cool place if you're into all types of decor. In the meantime, I'm heading over here to get a bottle of water for Jamie at a donut shop, which I hope is open. So there's the thing that Jamie wants.
You may be
Right
able to
there.
get that
She,
really
she actually looks serious.
So you could get your chair up
actually
there with
looks
the
serious.
configuration of that.
Yeah.
So that opens.
Does it close actually, or is it stuck open
Well,
there?
I'm sure this opens, but it
No.
won't.
I,
Yeah,
was-
it's just barn door.
Yep.
See, it's barn door.
I realize that, but I mean, does it go? There we go. I would.
Gorgeous.
Yeah.
Not sure I could live with that dark.
It's pretty dark. You had a big light environment.
That one I picked out, they still have bits real well.
It's a big, pretty painting up there. Cool ones up here too. This stuff smells good. We can't carry it back on our luggage. All right, tell me what you like. What you really, really like.
Oh, smell
I'll
it,
tell you
smell
what I
it,
like, what I really, really
Smell
like.
it.
Smell it. Smell it.
It's good. It's
Yeah.
Jamie also liked this recipe thing up here.
I'm sure that does not surprise you.
Jamie liked this thing. I said I didn't know what it was, but she thought it was pretty cool.
But I even dreamed about that thing. I wanted that thing so badly, but I didn't get it.
That thing's what she's talking
I
about.
know
The thing,
better.
the white thing.
Yeah, to make it into a grow light room thing, whatever they call it. I used to know. I used to have more words. I know more now,
So
but I
did
have
I.
less words.
I have to
This thing with the vines and look, Jamie, what a clever the Christmas
gorgeous.
the Christmas tree's there, and they just put the vines and stuff over the top of it.
gorgeous.
Now I have a friend who has a boutique that she took their Christmas tree and she put a skirt, and it's got jewelry and everything hanging down, and it looks like a old timey. It's beautiful, but she doesn't have any place to store the tree.
Our screen in.
Hey, you're missing a rope.
Yeah.
Want to go Florida style with the bright? She'll get a flamingo like or a big bird. And,
Maybe. Let's bring a taste of your place.
right? I would love that. I'm looking for that.
Okay, let's do that. And
Done.
Look at that. That's neat.
Don't go pink flamingos, please.
Yeah.
No.
Thought about getting this, but it doesn't fit in the suitcase. Jamie loves the puppies and the dog.
Isn't it cute? I thought
Fresh.
that'd be really cool out in the garden when we get that
Right.
built.
So Jamie, we're getting these little frogs.
I'm getting the
here.
frogs.
And then
I would
she
love a
expressed
fairy garden.
interest in a fairy garden.
Like a water fairy
A
garden.
water, so it's got a water that's like trickling.
Do you think you
down
could
it.
build that for me?
I probably could.
Okay.
Okay. All right, Jamie likes these fairies. She says she likes all these fairies.
No.
I didn't know she liked fairies, but those are really cool.
You didn't? Well, I do have one tattooed on my.
Well, I'm learning new things.
This one's really cool with the frog.
That one too. For whatever reason, these intrigue me. clock scales, clock skulls. We are at Hardee's, apparently for a snack. I won't object. Inside Hardee's at the year 2022.
You know, when I would go to this in Maryville, when I was on the keto paleo, they would make me a hamburger in lettuce leaves without the buns.
Video, let me go to 0.5. There you go.
All right,
This taking our engagement shoes into the shoe repair place here in Mulberry or Lakeland to get finished. And this is where Jim McFarland is the master cobbler. Stop. So we are back
it's actually
at my parents' house. All right, let's get some stuff out of the trunk. There we go. There's the mower that I pushed around. It was kind of a dusty pinkish color when we got it, but I painted it green. And then I would put my gas can right in the middle between where the flywheel is.
I see that,
and,
yeah.
Yeah, that fit nicely.
Very cool.
Workshop.
Yeah, it's nice. Ours is more of a, I always wanted it to feel like it was a lived in, that it was a home.
Yeah.
I never wanted people to come because I'm so
But since you started this, and gosh, I don't remember what month it was.
Mm.
It's been a tremendous, I mean, figuring this is a do-it-yourself job, not industrial, get somebody come in and do it.
Yeah,
It's amazing.
yeah.
This
A lot of work.
needs to be thumbtack down, the thumbtack piece.
Those are not junk to go to the yard sale. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know what anybody would do with them, but there you go.
No, I would love that center one in particular. I love
It
that
is
red.
beautiful,
Yeah, it's
isn't it?
beautiful.
It is beautiful. Yeah. And you can't see it very well because
Yeah.
but you can see it from upstairs, so you can go up there. So anyway, yeah, really.
Now,
Yeah.
did you paint that?
Yes, I did.
That's gorgeous.
That came from a, thank you. You're the only, thank you.
It's gorgeous. I love it.
Yeah, that was in a dry cleaner shop, and his sister had given it to him, and it had some water damage on the back, and he didn't know what to do with it, so he sold it to me for $35, and I said, oh, and it was at a time when I had a painting business for interior decorators. So the designers, they would find, they would take things that I painted and, you know, place it in houses and stuff, and then I had 3 shops that I sold the work to the shop, and then they sold it to their customers. So I was always looking for like that old table.
Yes.
I was always looking for those old pieces. Then I would redo it.
It's gorgeous.
I did this little table here, and it's got some chips. But
Oh, wow. This too. See, that's so beautiful.
see, and I did it after an antique,
Did you do this too?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah.
that's neat.
and then did the faux finishing on it and everything. But this is, I patterned it after one that's exactly like this in Williamsburg, and it was a 1908 little table, and the schoolgirls in Boston would learn how to paint on furniture, and they learned how to, they had one just like it. So anyway, that's my
Well, and then you cover it. It's so pretty.
I just put that right there, yeah. And let's see, I told you about the tapestry the other day. Now, these trays up here, these are interesting. I don't know if you can really see them, but the one on the very end and the one in the center, those are original Russian Josava trays.
Yeah?
And Josava is an art. See, I've got a book right.
I like that center one. It's got that reddish hue to it.
Let me get my eyes adjusted. Here it is, Josava. This is see that's
Oh, I see it.
Josava.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
And it was an art form that was only allowed in certain villages in Russia. And
Yeah.
the czars financed the artists.
Hmm.
And so they could do this artwork. See this? See, look at that. See,
Wow.
that very similar.
Yes.
Anyway, it takes 30 years for an artisan to be able to become a master.
Oh my God.
30 years of training.
Uh-huh.
And then they're allowed to sign it.
Yeah.
But up until then, you couldn't sign it.
That's
So
amazing.
I took painting classes in this, and for your wedding bouquet that I did originally, remember I'm painted in the Josepha style, that bouquet. Well, anyway, that one and this one here and the one above it are original Josepha signed by the masters.
Wow.
But I got these two in Prague, Czechoslovakia. I got that one in Paris,
Oh my God.
and I got the little bitty one over the
Okay.
thing in Vienna.
So then you said that those were originals. The other
Oh,
ones
yes,
are.
now. It's an interesting story. So the other two, now remember I told you they could only do that in Russia, right?
Uh-huh.
But it leaked out in Europe.
Okay.
You know, so pretty soon you had the French doing it, and you had the British doing it, and you had the, different versions of it. Well, these two, let's see, 1, 2, 3. These three are the 1800s trays,
Wow.
and they were American made. But look at them; they're the American copies. They're the
Yeah.
of this, but they didn't have the skill, and they didn't have the varnishes and the finesse and stuff. But still, that was the early American version. Now the interesting thing was when I went to Tibet, we were up in the we went to this temple up in Shangri-La, and they had these roses on the wall, and I looked, they're exactly that style,
Yeah.
but then they'd have different demons and stuff sucking brains out of people and all this anyway. But they have these roses and stuff, and
That's
so
so
when
pretty.
I studied it, I realized the actual kind of flowers that were painted from the European came from China, moved to Europe with Marco Polo and those guys. Then that design was taken to Russia. They started doing that, and it filtered on. And then the next place you can find it is in Mexico.
Yeah.
So it went throughout, because you can find all these roses in Mexico. Why? Because Mexico was owned by Germany
Oh.
and France. In fact, Napoleon's, was it his brother, who was the emperor of Mexico at one time? It was his brother or his cousin, one of the two. Anyway, so yeah, so that pattern goes throughout the world. And then you turn around, you look at my sofa, you've got English chintz. Now you see where it came from?
Yes.
Yeah.
How neat.
Uh-huh. Isn't that cool?
Those are gorgeous. So, like, how hard is it to get these type of pieces now?
Well, what happened was they were about $2,000 or $3,000, and then the communism fell, and when the walls fell in the USSR, they became commercialized.
Okay.
The government stopped funding these artists.
Yeah.
They opened it up and they said, okay, well, it's no longer the exclusive right of just these people.
Yeah.
And it went into mass tourist stuff.
Uh-huh.
I got them just a year or so before the
Okay.
walls fell, so they were still genuine. But I think I paid like $350 each for those, and I think maybe 100 and something for that one,
Yeah.
and about 85 for that one, or something like that. But the hump they call Burma to China,
Okay.
India and stuff, and he picked that up in Iran, during at the end of World War II, and there's another one up there in the loft. So yeah, that's pretty nice. And this quilt was made by my great grandmother.
Oh, that's beautiful.
I see we've got, and it had a lot. It had a lot of wear on it, and I like an idiot in my 20s didn't know the value, and I cut off the worn parts, you know, and I put this binding up. Now I'm going, oh, but anyway, yeah. So this was an old original that she did, and then I was thinking, I wish I had saved them. I don't even know where they are now.
And which grandma was that, Blake?
This would have been my Grandpa Murdoch's grandmother. So this thing's about 200 years old.
Wow.
150, 200, yeah, 200 years old. So anyway, Michael made this. That was my
crafty.
That was my anniversary present.
Nice.
No, engagement present. Yeah, and then I made the covers for that. Yep. So, and here in the front door, you know, you could see through, but if you put curtains on it, it was too dark.
Yeah.
So I got this stuff called, it's a gallery glass,
Okay.
and I drew the pattern, put it on the back of the door, and then squirted the paint over, and then you squirt the paint on it, and you get stained glass.
I think I did a project somewhat similar to that in school.
Yeah, and so that way I could, there are certain places where I can see.
Yeah.
You know? And,
Nope, not in for them.
yeah. So anyway,
This looks old. Is this?
my laundry. This is where I camp out when we're sick and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But anyway, this is like my room. It's the guest room, but it's also my room. This is the piece, one of the pieces that the Smithsonian wants.
Oh wow, that is gorgeous.
Yes.
I can't even imagine doing that by hand. You know.
I know, it's beautiful. And so I was going to put on here, if nobody wants this, it was made by Michael's grandmother in the 1940s.
Be beautiful
Wow.
with like a blue background, or purple or something to make it pop.
That is so pretty.
Then it's going
And
to go to the flag.
Does it come off that beige background?
No, it was framed.
Oh.
Well, I guess it could, but it was framed that way. You can see
So his grandmother
the
did
pin.
this.
Yes.
Wow.
Gone with the Wind. What's her name?
Tara.
Tara.
Is that
No,
Tara? No.
the house is Tara. Scarlett
Right.
O'Hara. Yeah. And then Grandma did these other things too.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was
What
really
a
good.
lovely room.
Sanctuary. But yeah. So this one I named Safety.
That's beautiful.
And I wanted to send that to Hagen. One of the ministries was opening a brand new place for women who were needing help and also needed like a place to have their babies and
Okay.
stuff. So, but I never got it to them. It was in Texas.
Oh.
So I'm not finished with that painting, and I've still got a few things to do with that one. And that one will go to church. That's a fun picture because I was playing with in and out. You know, what's in, what's out,
Yeah.
what's real and what's not. See, I kind of have transparent birds and I have real birds, and so anyway,
That's neat.
still have a little bit to do before I take that to the art gallery. We're doing trees and things this time. So anyway, and that was something I had made and hanging in my classroom. And this is my favorite. That one was done. I just did it.
Those are beautiful colors.
I just loved it. And so these are some of my abstracts. Here's a picture of a little shop. So anyway, not that. And then I've got this entire closet full of, wait, you can't get in here. I've got this entire closet full of scraps, fabric and scraps. When Ethan Allen went out of business, they gave me all of their upholstery material. and all of their wallpapers and stuff. Well, anyway, so I've just got all kinds of, so anyway, all of that is little scraps and things from which I made my little prim dolls. These are my message sisters. So if I have something I need to remember,
the card.
yeah. So if I have something I need to remember, she holds it up for me so that I can remember. And then I started making the little bags, which I'll go over here. Kind of. So I was making. I'm doing a quilt. Well, I did this for Christmas last year, and I did these
that's
beautiful quilted hangings. Then I quilted it all, and I gave them away. But then I found out that people said, "Well, what am I supposed to do with that?" You know, okay, sorry, you know.
Oh, cool.
That I glued on there, and then and this is a real leaf. This is a real leaf. This I painted. That's a real leaf. That's got dimension. I think that one's real, but one, yeah, that part's just painted. Then
You know what happens when you put a real leaf on there? It becomes a real leaf.
yeah, this one is a real leaf. These are little seed pods I found outside. That's a real leaf. That's a painted leaf. And then that's little bits of Spanish moss. See?
That is so neat.
And let's see. This is a real leaf, and that's a real leaf. The rest of it's painted. And this one was a real leaf, and that one's a leaf. And the rest of it's painted. I just wanted to know if you could.
And you can.
Yeah, I do a lot of artwork that's, I want to know if you can. Right. So, anyway. I like my cat series.
Mm-hmm. Very whimsical, fun. The weird looking cat right there.
Oh, yeah, that's somebody named Rawl asked me if I could do a dog.
When did I do that?
You did, and I did the dog, and then I don't think she wanted it. I think I sent you a picture. Anyway, he said,
Oh, Raw Matthew wanted that. A
Oh, he
dog.
did?
No, I'm asking. Oh,
no, you said a friend of yours or somebody wanted a dog. So I did one with a dog.
that's right.
But anyway,
I don't remember who that would have been.
well, it doesn't matter.
It is now on her
Yeah.
wall.
To show. Lady from the Guggenheim was the judge. And she told me, she said, looks to me like you just got back and threw up color all over it.
Really?
She said, if I were you, I would do the art world a favor and never paint again.
What an awful person.
That's what she told me. I said, well, it was for fun, you know, and it is. It's a whimsical, you know. It's not supposed to. Anyway,
This is the new upstairs attic area.
So was this all at one point an upstairs, or was it all open and then he built this? Oh, okay.
Yeah, I've never even
That's
been
a
up
huge
here.
attic.
Excuse me, Dove.
yeah, and that's only half of it. We still have more attic to put stuff in.
Huh.
You can turn the light on. It's right on the wall.
There you go.
So he's just getting ready to finish the ceiling.
Tendrils of smoke coming off that one.
Yeah.
And even that one.
Yeah. A launch from Cape Canaveral, probably SpaceX,
That's so amazing.
isn't it? Yeah, we would have just missed that. That would actually probably would have been when
Yeah,
we
that
were
one's
driving.
still scooting over there.
You see it? No, no.
Right over here. There's a little spot of light.
Surprised that you see it because I don't.
I know.
I'm usually the one who sees this stuff better.
You can see it there.
Okay. Yep, I see it. There it is. There it is. You could come on my side and see it on my screen.
Oh, I do see it on your screen. It went away.
Because of that branch got in the way. Find that one again.
Oh, I see it again. See, that's what I wondered, is if that part right there shot up and that's like the rocket part falling back down now.
Yeah, okay, you're right. I bet you're right. I need this thing to focus. Let's try this.
And
Focus
it's gone now.
on infinity. There we go.
The light went out.
Yeah, yeah.
So then that would...
We are at Mission Barbecue, and if you look up to the right up there, you can still see the SpaceX contrail. But enough about that, it's barbecue time. So here we are at Mission Barbecue. We got the 3 meat sampler. We got 2 briskets, 1 sausage. Here we go. We'll go get the food.
You're getting the food right now, and I just want to say I love you, and I am so glad that we came here for your mom's 70th birthday, and it's been a good trip. These are good though. You're gonna have a bite.
Here we are. We have got the sausage. It's got jalapeno and cheese, and then really good briskets. Nice smoke ring, good crust, and then a couple sides, which are whatever. But then we've got sauces, such as these right here, which you could pause your video if you wish. And then same thing over here. We are back at the hotel after being at Mission Barbecue and talking with Elisha on the phone, who was busy working at the ranch. Originally, we had plans to chat with him. Got you chatting with me, got somebody calling on the phone at the same time on the video. My Fitbit's ringing on my wrist, so we'll just end it here. It was a fairly good day overall, even though I didn't get to drop my shoes off at McFarland's place, but we'll do that in the morning before we take off, and maybe even meet with Elisha for breakfast. We'll see. So we spent the afternoon over at my parents' house watching Fisherman's Friend. Is that what it was? Fisherman's Friend movie.
Yes.
About a group of sea shanty singers. So I got to close this trunk, so goodbye. Heading back downstairs after our cards do not work on our door tonight.
Let me forget to call that school tomorrow.
Call that school tomorrow. We're walking down the hallway recording in our last night here. I don't know why you would need to call any school. We don't know anything about anything.
I said, I'll give you a talk to you, son, because if I call that school tomorrow, you were there.
Right? Here's our little sundry shop. We're gonna get a couple little snacks. In case you're wondering what the brochure, Gatorland, since we didn't see any gators. No gators. We printed out our boarding passes, which Jamie has behind her as such. Or as Alton Brown would say, thusly.